What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I'm Jared. This is the LVME. We're doing a smoking reaction, and I'm so glad you're here hanging out with me. We're about to check out a brand new one from the biggest independent rapper in the world, Tom MacDonald. I've noticed a lot of, or maybe not a lot, I noticed a few thumbnails popping up on my YouTube feed with some apparently pretty big channels getting a lot of views off Tom's last video, calling him cringy once again. Like, I haven't heard that shit in a while. And I just wanted to talk about it for a minute because I kind of got that a little bit maybe when Tom was first starting to pop and he was dropping shit like Straight White Male, which is a satirical song. But if you're a moron, you might just look at it and go, oh my God, it's so cringy. But it's a little bit dumb to call him cringy at this point. I have a word for what Tom is. He puts out these albums. He's got #1 Billboard hits. He's got #1 Billboard albums. He's got millions and millions and millions of views. I call Tom successful. I think you bitch motherfuckers just need to learn to deal with it. That's my piece. I just want to get it off my chest. Like, cringy, you should be able to listen to something, even if you don't care for it, and appreciate the talent that goes into it. Like, I can go to an art museum. Now, I don't have to fall in love with every single piece of artwork in there to appreciate that it's dope, that it took skill, that someone has a talent. Just because it might not be my particular flavor of talent that I like doesn't mean I can't see talent. But that's just people using Tom's name for views. I'm curious what Tom has got right here. You can see it on the screen right there. It's called Fighter. Now listen, if you're brand new to the channel, look, I stopped this shit. We're going to talk about the bars. We're going to talk about the music. We're going to talk about the message. And we're going to pause it a lot. So if that bothers you because you haven't seen this video yet, then you should click on the link right down there in my video description. Go to Tom's channel. Watch his video Fighter. If you like it, give him a thumbs up. Give him a sub while you're there. Then click the back button. Bounce over here. Hang out with us while we're chilling and doing this little smoking reaction. Now, if you don't want to join me in this, you certainly don't have to. I'm blessed enough to live in a legal state, baby. Man, I'm so thankful for that. All right, let's go ahead. Now, you know what I noticed earlier, everybody? I thought this was dope. Hangover Gang. Those of you that noticed this, I know y'all thought this was dope too. I checked out this video. I didn't watch it. I was just looking at the numbers. Earlier, like 3 hours ago. This came out about 13 hours ago now. And it was the #3 trending video on YouTube. Not on YouTube Music, on YouTube, period. Oh man, Tom, that ain't cringy. I'll say it again. That ain't cringy. That's successful, bitch. All right, let's make Tom big screen. Let's adjust this volume down a little bit. Now, you know what else is pretty dope to see? It's pretty dope to see Tom's production values on these videos just going through the roof with these special effects. What do you think of that, Hangover Gang? Let me know in the comments. I think it's awesome, man. This will be the 3rd video in a row that it looks like he's got some dope special effects. I think it said it's his brother-in-law. So Nova's still directing and creating them, and we got somebody else in the fam coming in with these dope ass special effects. So, all right, you ready, everybody? We're gonna do this. Let's see what's up with Mr. Tommy MacDonald. Talk about being a fighter.
Bottom of the 9th, up against the odds, running out of time. Only got one shot. When it's really do or die. When your back's against the wall. When you fighting for your life. Do you believe in you or not? I'm a believer. I believe. I'm a believer. I believe. Second guessing every breath. I'm full of questions. Passes full of cigarettes, alcohol.
All right. I let that play a long time for this channel, at least. So this is one of those songs from Tom. And by one of those songs, I mean it's one of his sentimental, touchy-feely, you're going through hard times, I'm going through hard times message. I agree with. I usually don't care for the music, his tone, and the way he raps on these. Just keeping it real, everybody. Don't get me wrong, big Tom fan. I literally have all of his albums except the one he did with that To the Stars thing. I don't have that one. I support Tom. I'm not just gonna blindly say I like everything he puts out. Uh, I don't even want to roll back to hear too much of this opening. But let's see what he's talking about here as he's climbing out of this car wreck.
I believe.
Like that's reminded me of some songs off the Brave album I just don't really care for, like Soldier and some other ones where the message is dope, like the lyrics are dope, but the presentation of it's just not my style. Let's see though, maybe it changes up. I should give it more time. It's only been 22 seconds. Shit.
Second guessing every breath, I'm full of questions. Passes full of cigarettes, alcohol, and depression. Therapists and all the different pills can get expensive. All this bottled up aggression, I'm too old to get arrested. Almost died trying to get here. Got high through my best years. Got sober, then I relapsed, then I...
You know, he's talking about his journey here, you know, his drinking, his depression, his pill use, overcoming it all. It's a good story. I like it. New people coming into Tom need to hear these things. Those of us familiar with his catalog kind of heard it a bunch, homie.
I cleaned up, got my head clear. Sometimes it feels like there ain't to believe in, but I believe that we're out here for a reason. You don't think you're a fighter, but I know you are. And you are a liar if you say you aren't. You don't think that you're worth it, but I think you're wrong. And I think you're perfect the way that you are. Tired from the pressure I put on myself for years. Tired from my 20s, the whiskey bottles and beers. Tired of smiling while I've been holding back tears. But I believe I can do it, so I'm here. I'm a believer.
These messages from Tom were a little bit more relatable when he was clearly broke and struggling. It's a little, I don't know. I'm not saying I don't believe it. Let's go back. Let's see what he had to say right there.
Years. Tired from my 20s, the whiskey bottles and beers. Tired of smiling while I've been holding back tears. But I believe I can do it, so I'm here.
I mean, I guess he's saying that he's tired from all the struggle because, you know, he didn't really start popping until he was like 29, 28. And there was a lot of hard work prior to that. I guess he's saying he's tired from that hard work before then. I mean, I don't know. You mean you made it now, man. You should be a little bit rejuvenated at this point. Let's see what else he has to say.
I'm a believer. I believe. I'm a believer. I believe.
At least with this chorus, he's not using the auto-tune. But this is kind of a standard sing-song Tom MacDonald chorus. Sometimes they work. Sometimes they don't. I think this chorus is all right in this song. I think it would have messed it up with the auto-tune. Again, just all around so far. I mean, not for me here. Not for me.
I've been told I have a death wish, no one's interested. Cold and too aggressive, close to hypertension. I'm broken from the pressure, explosive with my temper. I'm sober, but I'm stressing and hoping it gets better. Am I falling off? Should I give it up or put it all on pause? Let go of this dream so I can visit home and talk to mom? Maybe all I need's another Instagram post with a quote about believing in yourself when you're low. You don't think you're a
I think he was being sarcastic there. He said, maybe all I need is another Instagram post with a quote about believing in yourself when you're alone. It looked like, I thought there was going to be a lot of special effects in this video from the thumbnail with the upside down car behind him. I just figured it was going to be special effects heavy. And when he was talking about fighter, this isn't. I wish Tom would talk about this stuff in a new way. I think it's great, though. I understand this is coming from somebody who has all of his albums. He talks about this more than just on his singles that he releases. You know, his music isn't available streaming outside of released singles. So on his CDs, there's a bunch of other songs like this too. And so when you're real familiar with this catalog, that's all I'm saying is like, okay, I've like heard this a lot, bro. It doesn't discount the message, and I think songs like this are really more for people who are brand new to Tom MacDonald than they are for people like me who've been hearing all this now like a lot. And that doesn't discount the message. It doesn't mean I don't respect what he's going through. None of that shit. Again, and that's the last time I'm gonna say it. Really, it's not my fucking cup of tea here. My cup of tea. I don't know how I even say shit like that.
Quote about believing in yourself when you're low. You don't think you're a fighter, but I know you are. And you are a liar if you say you aren't. You don't think that you're worth it, but I think you're wrong. And I think you're perfect the way that you are. Maybe I'm weaker, and I know I've lost before, but I'm a believer. Nothing is impossible. I'm a believer. I believe. I'm a believer. I believe. You don't think you're a fighter, but I know you are. And you are a liar if you say you aren't. You don't think that you're worth it, but I think you're wrong. And I think you're perfect the way that you are.
All right, well, usually when Tom does things like this, 11, 18, 22, that's an indication that a new album is coming out. See if there's anything else. Oh. Yeah, I would imagine that there's a CD dropping on the 18th.
Joe Lombardo is
Oh my
lying about
God.
abortion. Here are the facts. Lombardo said he'd sign a new abortion ban, and he supports letting states ban abortion with no exceptions.
If I hear another one of those ads, I swear. Are you guys getting those ads where you're at, like, nonstop? I went to my mailbox yesterday, and I hadn't got my mail in 2 days. Okay, so I go to the mailbox, and, you know, I pull out a stack of mail this thick, and there were 3 pieces of actual mail, like 3 bills, and everything else was political junk mail. This fucking thick. Anyways, this song, it's kind of catchy. It's not my style of music. I did like the lyrics. I like the overall message that he's putting forth is good. It's one of you got problems, I got problems, I overcame them, so can you. You don't think you're a fighter, I do, I believe in you, I got your back. It's good shit. There's people out there that hear this music and they're really, it hits them and they feel good about it, and that's who this song is for. There's people like me that I don't really care for that style of rap. I don't really care for it's not for me. Like, I would never drive around bumping that. I don't think it sucked. See, it's kind of funny. It ties into kind of what I was saying earlier. You know, when I was saying these people are just saying Tom's corny, like, that shit wasn't corny, dog. Like, it wasn't corny. It's probably the exact message that a lot of people. Sorry, my ringer was going off. I'm gonna turn it. It's probably a message a lot of people need to hear. In fact, I guarantee you that there's people listening to that's making them feel better when they're in a low fucking place right now. Like, I can see that, I can respect that, and I can recognize that. And that's what I'm talking about. You don't gotta like Tom to recognize that's talent, even if you don't like the song. Like, I'll never play that again, but good song, good for him. You know, like, I'm sure that's hitting the right people that it's intended to hit, and I hope it blows up, man, for real. And I'm real excited, actually. Like, the most interesting thing to me in that whole video was seeing that 11, 18, 22 pop up at the end, because that's like, Tom sneaks little snippets of shit like that when he's got albums dropping. So we'll keep our eyes peeled. We'll talk about that in the future for sure. But got brand new stuff coming out. There'll be an interview with Adam Calhoun appearing on this channel soon. Adam's coming into town here in Vegas on November 11th. Going to his show, plus sitting down for an interview with him while he's in town as well. So keep your eyes peeled for that. If you're into independent hip hop, I'm sure you know who Adam is. As for everything else, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, please. It does help the channel. Throw a comment down at the bottom. I'd love to hear what you thought of this video, what you think of this song, what you think of my opinion of it as well. And I will respond to as many comments as I can. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I'll see you on the next one. All right, later.